In this video, I'll be comparing an authentic Billionaire 1 Ty Beanie Baby versus a counterfeit Billionaire Bear. On the right is the authentic Billionaire Bear, where the color of the fabric is a very variegated brown fabric with different browns, cream colors, tans. On the left side is the counterfeit, which is a solid brown color. When you look at the fabric up close, on the authentic, you can see where the variation of colors come in. When you move the fabric, you can see that there's different browns, cream colors, tans, and there's a pretty high sheen to the fabric. It's a very soft type of fabric. On the counterfeit one, you can see that it's a solid brown. It does have a sheen to it, but the fabric feels more like a microfiber. It does not feel like a tie fabric, and it is just a totally different color. Also, what I notice on the bears right away is on the authentic, the $ emblem on the chest is a Kelly green $. The counterfeit one is a totally different color, where it is a light green. I also like to compare the faces. The authentic face is a more new face style type, where the face is very soft the way it's stuffed, and just, you know, the placement of everything, the ears and on the bear itself are really good. Whereas the counterfeit one, the head stuffing is very hard. It's way overstuffed, and you can just definitely feel the difference. Plus the way the eyes are placed closer together, a little bit more beady. The nose protrudes out. When I do a comparison between the two side by side, you can see where the nose really protrudes out on the counterfeit one. I like to compare the swing tags. On the outside, the one on the left has a darker font inside the star, and the font is just a little bit different style. When I compare the insides of the tag, you can see that there is a tie signature on both the tags. However, there's a color variation in the signature of the red pen. The one on the right, which is the authentic, is a lighter color red, as well as the font up here is a lighter font type. The one on the left has a darker, like a deeper red color, and the font is just a darker print overall. The other thing I notice is on the counterfeit one, right away you can see where the hole punch is. It's just not a clean hole punch at all. And if you look up close, you can see that there's red dye that goes around this hole where they attempted to punch it. And that's due to the dye bleeding through from the front of the tag inside. And when I compare it against the authentic, you can see the authentic, you know, the hole punches are very clean. And when I look at the font and the print, you can see that there's font differences, colors, big difference between the two. When I compare the back, the same thing. The counterfeit on the left side is a darker, almost like a thicker type of a font, and the spacing of it is off as well. I like to compare the tushes. On the authentic Billionaire Bear, it is a 6th generation tush tag, where the name is Billionaire Bear, and you notice that it's a lowercase b on the word bear. And this particular bear is made in Korea. So if you look up close, you can see it says handmade in Korea. On the counterfeit one, it's a totally different generation tush tag. This is a makeshift 7th generation tush tag, where it's not even a true hologram. It's almost like a painted, make it look like a hologram. It's just kind of painted on there. And the name is Billionaire. It doesn't even say Billionaire Bear. And this one says handmade in China. On the authentic bear, on the back side of the bear, this copyright date is 1998. And the color of the print is a red print. On the counterfeit one, which is the 7th generation, the copyright date on the back of this says 1999. And this one has a muted back tie heart behind the print. and the Billionaire Bears did not come that way. Now, I also have another Billionaire Bear that is very similar to the first one. This one has an emblem where that's like a dark green emblem on it, but this one came with a 6th gen counterfeit tush, where the tush tag is orangey looking, and it just says Billionaire on it. It does not say Billionaire Bear, and it says handmade in China. On the back side, the way the print and the punctuation is way off. It's orangey, and it has a copyright date of 1999. So to recap on the bears, the authentic Billionaire 1 bear has a variated color fabric, browns and creams, and the counterfeit one is a solid brown. The emblems are a Kelly green on the authentic and a totally different color green emblem on the fakes. The faces are just different, the way they are put together and the way the stuffing is on the face. The ties are very soft, the counterfeits are hard. The swing tags are 5th gens, and a lot of times you'll notice that the tie signature inside them are slightly different with a different type of ink, as well as the print on the counterfeits are a little bit darker, a little bit thicker type of fonts. The tush tag on the authentic Billionaire Bears are a 6th generation tush tag with a 1998 copyright date. The counterfeits we saw on 2 different types of counterfeit tushes. One was a 7th gen with almost like a painted hologram on, which had a 1999 copyright date. And then the other counterfeit Billionaire Bear had a 6th generation tush where the coloring was way off, but it also had a 1999 copyright date.